Hello everyone, this is Lucia coming from designyourhappiness.me, and this episode will be regarding sleep hygiene 101. This is a topic that is really near and dear to my heart, as I personally had a lot of issues with sleep deprivation and interrupted sleep. So I'm gonna crack on and talk about all the different things that you can control. Now, of course, there'll be things that you're not in control, like if you have a newborn or you have like a really strange work schedule. So again, keep in mind that these are all things that should help you, and I hope this will be useful. So here we go. Topic number 1 is naps. We should be trying to limit daytime naps, as it don't really help you compensate for missing sleep during the night. We should really try to shoot for like 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If you do have to have naps, you want to try to have one that's about 20 minutes and not longer. That will just give you a little more energy or help you clear, your head, but it wouldn't really interfere with more of your REM sleep later on during the day. I know personally I like naps, but if I do take a nap that is too long, I will definitely find that it's harder for me to go to sleep at night. Now, of course, if you have a newborn or anything like that, naps as much as you can, and that's gonna be an exception. But for everybody else, 7 to 9 hours sleep is really the goal. Topic number 2 is avoid stimulant. Now, caffeine can really interfere a lot with our sleep. So if you're used to drinking coffee or tea in the morning, it's totally fine, but try to avoid them in the afternoon or try to switch to like decaf version of them. Now, keep in mind that a lot of sodas, energy drinks, a lot of different tea, and even chocolate will contain caffeine. So be mindful of that, especially in the evening. You can find options that will definitely have a lower dose or will be, without caffeine. So again, that's something to really look into it, as that can really impact you in the long run. Topic number 3 is alcohol consumption. So as many of us know or experience, when we drink, beer or wine, we might actually feel sleepy or don't really have any problem going to sleep. It probably will be easier. That being said, if there's a lot of alcohol consumption, that can really interrupt our sleep later on during the night when the body is trying to digest it. So if you are going out and drinking a little more than usual, try to stay hydrated and compensate every glass of alcohol with 2 glasses of water. That will definitely help you, and try to have that also occasionally, as you don't want that to become something that's really hard on your digestive system. Topic number 4 is exercising. As most of you know, exercising will definitely really strongly impact us, and that can really help us our sleep as well. If you can, try to work out in the morning or afternoon, and try to avoid the evening. If you do exercise during the evening because it's the best time or the only time available for you, it's totally fine, but try to make sure that you have enough time afterwards to stretch and relax, as you don't want that extra energy that will come from the exercising interfere when you're trying to go to sleep. Even 20 minutes a day will definitely help you in the long run. The next topic is steer clear of food that can interfere with your sleep. Now, as a general rule, you want to try not to have the biggest meal before you go to sleep. If you're gonna have a big meal, try to leave at least 2 hours before you go to sleep. And another thing you can do is, maybe take a little walk, or make sure you stay in a vertical position as much as possible before you're laying down, as that will help with the digestion. Be mindful of like really fatty, spicy, and sugary food, because those will really interfere with you falling asleep, and also again throughout the evening, the night, for digestive reasons. The next topic is natural light. So it's really important to try to maintain the natural rhythm as much as possible. So one thing you can do in the morning is to face a window for a couple of minutes and try to really just sink in some natural light, or if you have the opportunity, you can even, step outside for a couple of minutes. You also want to try to be in contact with natural light if possible during the day. So maybe you can take a walk during the day or during your lunch break. So try to have that exposure, and then in the evening you want to try to avoid to be too much light. So of course you can control this more if you're home versus if you're outside or at work, but if you have the opportunity, try to start to minimize the light exposure, also the artificial light, so that you get the body into the knowledge that it's getting close to time to go to sleep. The next point is having a bedtime routine. Now this is different for a lot of different people, but some of the things that I personally really enjoy is reading a book, or drinking a hot beverage, taking a hot shower at the end of the day, putting on some creams, maybe listening to meditation, prayer. So anything that will come and help you slow down and calm and relax and get into the mindset that it's time to go to sleep. The best thing to do is to try to have it this kind of like as a routine, so make it regularly and kind of repetitive. And that's really useful also for children as well, because they really will strive with having kind of like that repeated routine and slowing down in the evening. The next topic is having a pleasant sleep environment. So hopefully you have a bed, mattress, and pillow that are really comfortable. Also, you have a cool environment. Normally, most people will strive to having a slightly cooler room, and having the appropriate blanket and sheets, and also having a comfortable pajamas. One thing that is really useful for me is having really dark curtains, to have really minimal light exposure. You can also use like earplugs, you can have a sound machine, a humidifier. So there's a lot of different things, but you want to make sure that it's as comfortable as possible and really cozy and welcoming, so that it will really make you get into the mood and start to like relax. The next topic is limit blue light exposure. So most of our cell phones, TVs, and computer will emit blue light, and we get a lot of exposure throughout the day. In the evening, though, it's really, really important to try to limit that for at least a half an hour to an hour before you go to sleep. So try to be mindful of that, try to shut them off. If you are bringing your cell phone in the room because it's your alarm or because you needed to charge it, try to have it off when you come to the room, and try to switch to like maybe just having some music, a meditation, or reading a book. Now, if you do have to use any of these instruments a lot in the evening because you're studying or working late, I would highly suggest to invest buying a pair of blue light glasses that stop the blue light. You can find them online for not too expensive, but they will make a big difference in helping you like getting used to it and falling asleep easier. The next point is having a consistent sleep routine. So as much as you can, I would suggest to try to go to sleep and wake up at the same time consistently. This will really help your body get used to certain cues and times, and will make it falling asleep and waking up easier. So it will make you fall asleep faster, and it will also help you wake up, without being traumatized from the alarm clock. It might even help you wake up a couple of minutes before your alarm clock if you're really, really consistent. I do experience that, but it's only when I'm consistent for like a week or so at the same time. If you can, try to do that on the weekend. Of course, you can be a little more flexible, but if you do that regularly, that will also help you with, your Monday morning blues, and really feeling refreshed in the morning and not feeling like drowsy or like you just were waking up in the middle of the night situation. The next topic is balancing your fluid intake. So at night, you want to try to, drink enough that you're not gonna wake up because you're really thirsty, but you also want to be mindful of the fact that if you drink too much or too many liquids in the evening, you might wake up once or twice to have to go to the bathroom. Now if it happens once or twice, it's totally fine, but if you want to try to limit that and not make it being more and more, you definitely want to be mindful of what you're eating, and especially what you're drinking, and the quantities in your evening, and especially in the hour before you go to sleep. The last topic that we have is supplements. I normally don't suggest to take too many supplements unless you really need it, but as a general rule, I normally take a multivitamin. I take probiotics pretty regularly, and I do take melatonin when needed. So that could be change of season, when I'm particularly stressed at work, or when my schedule is, a bit different than usual. It's also really useful for when you're traveling. So find, good quality and try it out and see if that can help you as well. Now, if you need to have any other type of medication or supplements, I will definitely suggest you to reach out to your, doctor and discuss with him or her what's, the best options for you. So this is it. This is the list I compiled for our Sleep Hygiene 101. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find this useful. Please share the content if you know anybody would enjoy it, and feel free to reach out for questions and suggestions. I wish you, many amazing nights full of restful sleep. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.